Hi everyone! Ta-da! Finally finished this book. Oh boy, what a process this has been. As some of you know that have been watching, I've been super busy with renovations in the house, and yeah, just life has been crazy right now, so I've had difficulty being in the craft room for any length of time and feeling accomplished, I guess. But I have finished it. It's a pretty good size. It's 3 signatures. This is just under 2 inches, I believe. Yeah, just under 2 inches. There's lots of ephemera in this, lots of room for writing. You know that's sort of the way I roll. Yeah, I left the cover with no mixed media. Mixed medium? Media is something else. I didn't think it needed it. I thought the cover, I didn't want to cover the image up in any way, and so I did mount it. I printed the front in a cardstock. It's a lightweight cardstock on photo paper. And then there's a basil behind this, and then there's another piece of cardstock from, I don't know, a collection of some kind. That's what it looks like here. Schmutz. And then, of course, I did my cross-stitching. I like that, so that's what I do. And then the Tim Holtz closure with the, I think they're from Butterbee Scraps. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I've had them for a while. And then just the hairband closure. So I've also done another one of these in the old packaging, and I just covered it in an extra page I had so that you could put it underneath a page that you want to write on, because there are a bunch of bumpy things in this one, but I couldn't help myself. I just really liked it. Now I want to make sure I get you nice and centered here. Okay, now trying not to move. And I'm sure you've seen this like 1,000 times. I've kind of gone through it over and over and over again. I did do some stamping in this one, so you saw how that worked, where I just put a swing in here. So this is one of the bumpy things. You've got a brad here, right? And like I say, you'll find stamping, a little bit of stenciling as well. I've added a number of postcards. This is cut out from the 12 by 12 Kirby Teasdale. And then I just added one of my little bowler hats onto it. And then there's another card in here, the bingo card, that is in the kit. So some things aren't. These aren't, I don't think. I think they're in a different kit. And again, this is the Kirby Teasdale paper, and it just folds open. This is Blue Fern Studio, one of their, I think it's called Vintage Edges. And K & Company? Is that K & Company? No. I forget. Anyway, you guys already know all these. If you really want to know, I do have it in my stamp book. I won't be able to tell you all of them because, I've had a lot of stamps for a long time, and when I did the book, my stamp book, I had no packaging left over, so I had no clue where they come from. This is the paper clip, so that you've got your whole side, and then on the other side there is a shipping tag, and that's in the collection. I think I'm going to move you over a wee bit. There we go. And then I've added a glassine bag, and in the bag there's a couple of cards. This is in the kit, this one's not. I did back the glassine bag in some paper so you could write on it, and then just layered it. This is in the kit, the little stamp. I think it is. Yeah, it is. And then you can write on this side, and then we've got a pocket over here. This is part of the kit. This is not. I believe this is from Vintage Stuff. One of them, anyway. I think there's 4 vintage stuff. This is, I think I got this die from AliExpress, I believe. Added a bit of the chunky embossing enamel, it's called, not powder, embossing enamel. I did add a little bit of trim just to decorate this page a little bit. This is a penny black stamp, and then in here we've got a couple of tags, and they both come from the kit. And then I did these cute little postcards. I have this stamp, and so then I just cut it out, and then this one has stickles on it, and the other one that I did has glossy accents. I just wanted to do something different. So I stamped it out. It's just a file folder, a junky file folder. And then I did a little bit of the Distress ink. I didn't use the other. I used the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and then I splattered it with some water to give it that grungy look. And then we've got 3 little tags. Included a plain one, which is from a different kit, but I thought, why not? And then in here I did the Tim Holtz, excuse me, Big Sty ornate frame, I think it's called. And then we've got 3 more tags that come out like that. And this is just a bunch of layering. I'm actually pretty much in love with this little frame. I try and include it in pretty much all my books. And then this is a download that I was just Googling, I don't know, something about the 1800s, I think, and this photo came up, and I thought, oh, that's pretty awesome. You could use that in pretty much anything vintage. And then, yeah, printed out, and I just grunged up the back of it. Added one of the tabs, which are also in the store. There's several colors. And then this side, somebody gave me this tape, I think. Or is that something I bought? No, I think I got that from Joanne in the States. I say that because that's south. And then it's 5 sheets, and then some of the leftover Kirby Teasdale paper on the back. So you could, you know, put a little picture back there if you want it. This was a boo-boo. I did not like the way it stamped out. It bugged me, so I just added a little bit of lace on top of that. I like this page. That's a Tim Holtz, that one. I know the name of that. Yeah, it's escaped me. This flips up. You can write on that. It's light enough. It does show. I tried. Not actually in the book though. And signature 2. Again, the swing keys. I love this picture here. For the longest time, I thought that was a man. And realized, no, it's a woman. And then that flips up, and there's another one of those. I just printed 2 of them and thought I would use them in here. And on this side, I love this. This is this stuff from Tim Holtz. My local craft store has started carrying this. And yeah, it's ridiculous price here. 14 bucks for this, but Canadian, mind you. It's tissue wrap. So the feel of it almost feels like wax paper. So I wasn't sure if you could actually stain it. And I stained it with watered down walnut ink. And I just rubbed it and dried it, and it made it such a nice vintagey color. It's way more white when you pull it out. And then I added a little bit of trim. I did back it on some leftover tea stained paper. And then added a bunch of little doohickeys. Actually wanted to do that while I'm looking at it. Oops, sorry. While I'm looking at it, I don't like the white on these, you know. So I just make them a little beige. And then it flips up, so another journaling opportunity. And then more stamping, lots of stamping. Another little bingo card. I love that. Gearing up for a good day. And this is the light bulb. That's my swing. And these pop open, so you can mount a photo here or write on it. It's nice and light, so you could write on it. And then it comes with 2 of the little cards. I like the way those turned out. And it just pops underneath the gear to hold it down a little. Oop. Go in. Oop. There we go. Another postcard. Now this one also is not in the kit, but I have them in the store. Probably just under postcards. Okay, so here's that stuff. This is one of the reasons I wanted to use it. I thought, gee, it would make kind of cute little envelope type doohickeys. But when you spray it with the walnut ink, it gives it a very soft texture. So it's not super crispy, which is kind of what I was going for, but it doesn't really have much of a sound, which is what I was looking for, but that's okay. I added one of these little memo, it's a memo pad, and I believe that's from Dorothy. I think she sent me that. And I thought they all had the little finger on them. They don't, so I happen to have one of those. So I just stamped the top. I didn't do the whole bunch of them, but I did a lot of them and then just backed it onto a piece of cardstock. Originally was going to hang it, but then I made this envelope and I really like it. But you can hang it if you want. A little tuck. Now that's the top of an envelope that you'll see in the next page or so. And in this one, there's a little letter. So there it is there. And there's the envelope. Now this is a little, now that I've sewn it together, it's a little difficult. I can get it out pretty easy, but getting it back in, wow, that's not that easy. So I'll do it after. It does go in. It just takes a little maneuvering, that's all. And on this side, this, again, that's the curvy Teasdale paper with one of these. Oh, I forgot to tea stain that. I'll hold that out because that would bug me. And that's part of the kit. This lady die is from AliExpress. All of the gears are added. It just comes as the lady. And then I have a perpetual calendar here that I've backed onto some tea stained paper just to thicken it up a little bit. So it has more weight to it. This, I believe, now it's either from Dorothy or, oh dear, sorry, I'm forgetting your name. Oh my, that's bad. It's called senioritis. Yeah, I kind of have that. Jamie. Sorry, Jamie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we only talk like a lot, so I should remember her name. That's pretty bad. Anyway, thank you to whoever sent me all of those. There's a bunch of ephemera. It's either Dorothy or it's Jamie. This is just a bunch of layering. These are the, cutouts from that, what's it called? Oh, man, I'm tired. That's all it is, yeah, I'm not actually going, yeah. Maybe I am going crazy, I don't know. Anyway, this flips open. It's got a little this is actually, I designed it to make a cover for a little booklet. So here's the booklet. But this is really thick, so it won't fit in there. But I liked the cover, and I thought it'd make a nice little note. And then we've got, that one goes in the kit, that one too. This is also more Kirby Teasdale. Actually, both of them, the background. Okay, seriously, Cheryl, what is going on with you? This one and this one are both from Kirby Teasdale. And I just added this one. I like this stamp, and I stamped it out on some leftover cardstock just to make a little tuck. Now this was one of the, I'll show you. She sent an envelope, and it's loaded with little bits of ephemera in it. So this was one of them, and it was white, so I grunged it up, and then I have a punch that does that. So I punched the top out. I think that turned out really neat. I forget that I have these things, you see. Excuse me. This folds down. And then these are dies that I have. Those are from AliExpress. The paper, no idea where I got it from. But it had gears on it, so I used it. This just folds up, just so you can write on the whole page. That's Blue Fern Studio. And the last signature, paperclip. One of the tags. This tag I made. This one goes with the kit. I believe it's in the same kit. This one I did just fooling around. This is done on aluminum foil or aluminium. And forget whose stamp that is, but it also has a die that cuts it out. I think I told you guys this, but I bought it, and they don't come together. They're separate. Well, it didn't line up, so it doesn't cut the balloon out properly. So yeah, that's a fail. And I never did anything about it. I should have, but yeah, I can't be bothered. This is the Tim Holtz die, and made a pocket here. I think there's another one back here. Yep, there's another pocket here. And then on this side, I made a larger pocket, but I had this left over. I covered it. I just realized that I stamped that upside down, or punched the thing out upside. Well, I didn't, because that's number one. That guy's upside down. Anyway, I stamped the back, and then I covered it on front and back, so there's a bookmark. Added one of my little tassels that I've got loads of. And this is a paper clip, this one here. And I've got a tiny little envelope here. And there's actually a little card in it. Actually, oh, this is not a card. It's more ephemera that was given to me. That's cute. And it fit in here. Also, the envelope was gifted. I just added that. This has a little ticket. This opens up, so you've got a writing spot, and opens up again. And on this side, this folds down. This is also more ephemera gifted to me. You flip it up, and you can do whatever you want under there. And just added one of my keys and my flowers. Okay, so this is part of the kit, the girl. I cut her out. I think it is. Maybe. Anyway, there's a mini bingo card there with a bulb clip. And then inside there's more ephemera. I'm not taking the clip off. I'm lazy. One of the stamps. I'm not sure if that comes with the kit or not. I have two. I have the Softly Steampunk, and I also have the Steampunk. is it called Voyage? Steampunk Voyage, maybe? Anyway, if you just do steampunk in the search box, everything comes up that's steampunk. There's the one that's got the little glossy accent on it. I don't know if that shows, but just on his little crown. This is the movers and shapers. And I just stamped on vellum. Is it vellum? No, not vellum. Yeah, vellum. Yeah, that's what I did. Anyway. Okay, here's another one of those little, this is a smaller little, I made them smaller. Note paper is the words I'm trying to find. This also opens, I believe. Does it? Yes, it does. Aha! And there's a pocket on this side as well as this side, so it's kind of split. I didn't glue it together. I left it split, so there's two pockets there. And a postcard and another shipping tag. This also opens up twice. And this little stamp is in the kit. Here's another little envelope that I made. And this one has a little note card. Actually, two. Look at that. Surprise! I love little things like this. And there's more of the tape. And that's also AliExpress, I think, that die. Don't ask me for numbers, guys, because I don't keep that stuff. Did a little bit of stenciling here. And there is faintly stenciling here in a light pink. That's it. So, that is the kit and the book. And it's done. And moving on. I will show you what I'm working on next. It's already sold. Like I said, I typically don't do that. I don't take orders, but this is what it's going to be, is the Innocence kit. So I'm sure you guys have forgotten all about this kit, so I'll just quickly go through it. This is what's going in it. There's two envelopes actually. These are little note cards and little tea bag pockets. And then the pages. I think I've got two kits here because I have to start the other one as well. So just quickly I'll show you. This is what it will be. I've already trimmed the pages. I got that far. I have to ink them and cut out all of the ephemera, which is the worst part. And then the next kit is the Graceful Women kit. So that's my next project. And that one shouldn't take too long just because she just wants exactly the book I already made. So all I have to do is watch my video to remember what I did, and that should go together pretty quick. So this will be listed as you're watching this video. It's in the store, and hopefully I'll be able to visit with you soon. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I know it's Sunday, but here it's a holiday tomorrow, so some people still have some time off. Talk to you soon. Bye.